I'm buzzing, let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me.
What's up, OG baddies? Welcome back to another video. My name is Carolyn, aka the Sister. You have landed in Carolyn's Place, and if you are not already an OG baddie, please feel free to join the family. So we're gonna do, this is the first video in a video series. We're gonna be taking wigs from the box to the head, girl. Everything, every step that I go through. You guys know that if you watch my videos and you are part of the OG baddie family, then you know that I make most of my wigs. But I do have a handful of wigs that I actually purchased, and my first purchase of a wig actually was just to see what the construction was like of a wig that I purchased, you know, as opposed to the construction of my own wig. And still to this day, I prefer my own constructed wig. This is actually one of my units. This is glueless. It is with a 4x4. And yeah, so anyway, let's go ahead and get on to the video. So I have everything set out in front of me. What we're going to do first is we're just going to check out the wig. Now, this is a wig that I bought off of Amazon. This is a nondescript, girl, nondescript. Let me get my phone and see what the company or what it is anyway. You know, girl, sometimes when you buy off of Amazon that you are buying like from people, girl, I don't know. Let me see what is going on here so I can at least give you guys just order this wig. So here we go. Hilton store, the what? I can't even read that. The building store. I don't know, child. So this may have been just someone that was selling the wig, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So this is my order. Okay, this is a 20-inch. Yeah, this is a 20-inch. This is a 20-inch. Oh, it's right here on the back. So, as you can see, it's not nothing like extravagant. It just came in a nondescript envelope. All I did was open the envelope, take the wig out, look at it, and decided I was going to save it for a video. So, and it just came in this little nondescript pink bag. It came with a wig cap, a nude wig cap. Of course, y'all know there are 2 or 3 in a pack. And then here is the wig. So, anyway, yeah, so here is the wig, and it has, you guys, it has the adjustable straps in the back. I haven't tried the wig on anything yet. I barely even looked at the wig, so the hairline actually looks good. I don't know how much plucking I'm going to be doing with this wig. So as y'all can see, the hairline looks pretty good. So first things first is we're definitely going to have to bleach the knots. So that's where we're going to start. The first video in this series is actually getting the wig itself prepped. So we're going to start with actually bleaching our knots. And so this wig is basically going to be like just along the lines of what I have on now, except for I want highlights, because this is about a 20-inch. And well, actually this is a whole lace front on this. Is just a 4x4. So a few differences. But anyway, we're going to bleach the knots. That's where we're going to start. I want highlights in this wig. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to get this wig together. And then in our next video, we're going to style the wig, which is continue to get it ready because it's going to have to be, you know, cut and all that. So we'll do that in our next video, and then in our third video, we will actually apply the wig. So I hope you guys stick around. If you're getting If you're getting any value out of this video, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Come and join the OG Baddie family. We love to have you. So, moving right along, I just want to show you guys what it is I'm using to do this, to prep this wig. So, what you're going to need is, first of all, you're going to need a bow. Any kind of bow. This is for your product. This is a little bow of 7 colored tinting bows, and so I like to use just, you know, any small bow. You know, I'm a hairstylist and cosmetologist, and so you guys know that I have all of this stuff on hand because I have a full salon in my home and trying to transition to a storefront. So yeah, I always have this type of stuff on hand, but I have this extra special new set of bows for you guys. So I'm going to pick out purple because I'm going to use purple. Purple's not my favorite color, but it's one of them. So once you have your bow, you're also going to need something to stir your product with, and I like to use a whip. And all of this stuff right here I obtained from a Sally's Beauty. I don't know if you guys have Sally Beauty where you're from, but if not, any beauty store will sell this type of stuff. And then you're going to need an application brush. You can either use an application brush or a spatula, anything that you can use to spread the product onto the wig. And then also, so what kind of bleach I'm using the Express Powder Lightener, Express Level Blonde. And then I have a 20 volume developer. Y'all, I'm getting tongue tied. I have a 20 volume developer, and I also have a 40 volume. I'm going to be using the 20 volume for bleaching my knots, and then I'm going to be using my 40 volume when I do my highlights, just to speed up the process a little bit. I also have a toner here, a T11 Willard Color Charm toner, and we're going to see if I'm going to be needing that. So let's start out by, and then I also have my gloves here. I have some black gloves, and then I just have some, these are more like food serving type gloves, but I use these just like, if I just need to glove up really quickly. But I use this for my chemical application of the bleach. So, and then I also have my papers, my tinning, bleaching papers, because I like to cover my stuff with that. So let's start out by, and I have me 2 or 3 towels right here. So let's start out with, I'm just going to lay a towel out right here, and I'm going to lay out my unit right like where I know that I'm going to be, what part I'm going to be bleaching, which is this part up here, bleaching my knots, and I want to make sure that area is exposed. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on my gloves, and I'm going to mix up my solution. Now, the consistency you want of your bleach is frothy. That's what I like to call it. I like to call it frothy. You don't want it runny because you don't want it running through to the other side of the wig. You want it just to be like a thick, frothy, like a frosting. So, yeah, so I'm going to use, let's see, I judge by how much area that I have to cover, and so that's not a whole lot of area. So I'm going to use like 1.5. I'm going to start with that and see. So I'm using my 20 volume for my bleaching of my knots. So I just pour just a little in there just to see, and I start whipping. I do this a little bit at a time because I don't want to get it too runny. So right now it's too thick, and once I get it where I want it to be, I will show you guys. This is perfect for me. You see how thick and creamy that is? That's not going to run through to the other side. So then what I like to do is I like to use a spatula, something flat, and I'm just going to spread out my lace, and I'm going to take my bleach, I'm going to spread it out on the areas specified. So now I'm going to set my timer. I forgot to tell you guys that I had a timer out here. It's good to have a timer so that you know how long you're leaving that. Try not to get the other hair in there. So yeah, I'm gonna set my timer for 15 minutes. I'm gonna leave this on for about 15 minutes. So we got our timer set for 15 minutes. I'm gonna hit start, and I'm gonna put I usually don't really use this for the bleaching of my knots. I use it more so for my highlights, but we can go ahead and just cover that just to keep the heat in and the processing. I'll probably check it in 10 minutes now since I have put this on there, because it may very well process a lot quicker. So we are going to let that sit for, I'm going to check it in 10 minutes, but probably 15-minute process. Then we'll rinse that out and we'll move on to our next step. Okay guys, as you can see, our timer is going off. I decided to go ahead and let it sit for the full 15 minutes. So we are going to head over to the sink and we're going to get this rinsed and we're going to move on to our next step. Guys, we are back. So we have our knots all bleached. They came out perfectly, guys. It is the perfect amount of bleach of the knots. If you guys can see, it is not, it's just perfect enough just to give it a natural look. So now I want to highlight this wig because I want this wig to have some highlights in it. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and place my wig on a mannequin, which I have right here, so that I can get the placement that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and place my unit on the mannequin, and I'm going to pin that down real secure like so. You want to make sure that you pin it down good because you don't want the unit moving while you're trying to work. So I get my front pinned down real good, and then if my front is pinned down real good, usually I only need one pin up underneath in the back just to keep that back from raising up. So what I don't have in here, what I have seemed to forgotten, is a comb. So what's going on back here? I'm having difficulties. Okay, so now that I have my unit on, let's see if I can use this. Yeah, I can use this. This is what I'm going to be using as my highlights. This is a highlighting comb, and this is what I'm going to be using for my highlights. So actually, guys, let me go get a comb because I definitely need a comb. So a wide tooth comb, a rat tail comb, because I want to make sure that I get placement. I only use this. This actually looks like it's going to be a decent wig. The density of it is pretty good. It's not super thin or anything. I'm probably only going to put layers in here, and that's it. So I only want to do highlights in this top part. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix once again, and I didn't clean out my bowl because I knew that I was going to be mixing bleach again. So I'm going to use another 2 scoops. I'm going to use a whole 2 scoops this time, And this time I'm using 40 volume because I want this to process quicker. And we're also going to make this a little runnier than we did before. So just get that a little bit too thick right now. Add a little more. Still a little thick. Let's add just a little bit more. I don't have my gloves on yet, guys. So y'all can see my consistency. That's what I want. I don't have my gloves on, and I am really realizing that I for real need some clips that we're going to try to wing it without the clips and use these little generic gloves. So how I want to place my highlights is through the top. So through this top part. So I'm going to start on the side. This part here is not going to be highlighted. So I'm going to part off a section right here that I have. I'm going to take my highlighting comb. I have a little brush to dip here. I'm going to brush, and I probably mixed up way more bleach than I needed. So since I did, I'm just sitting here thinking I might do something different. I'm just going to comb that through like so. And where I feel like, when I feel like it's not enough bleach getting on there from the comb, I'm just going to go through my, now I'm going to make another parting, a thin section like an eighth, and that one I'm going to drop down. No bleach on that one. Then I'm going to make another parting here, and we're going to do the same process. I put it on my comb. I comb it through the section, staying maybe just about 1/4 of an inch away from the root of the wig. And I'm going to go through with my brush just to make sure I'm getting it all the way down to the ends of that section. And I'm going to drop that section down. I'm going to make another thin section and drop that down. Then I'm going to make me another thin section. Guys, we have our bleach wrenched out. I'd say reached out. Now we're about to tone it down a little bit, so I'm just going to lay it out right here on this towel. I told you we're going to be using the Willa T11, and you only need, depending on how much you're trying to tone, so I'm not toning a lot, so I only need like a half of thing. I'm going to mix it, half of a bottle. And I'm going to mix it, my 20 volume developer, whipped up. And then I am just going to put this everywhere that I had bleach. Spread it all over. You had the bleach, because remember, we're not looking for... Girl, I have to go all the way to 60 to go back to 1. Alright, so we have our timer set for 10 minutes. I'm sweating, y'all. I'm hot. So, yeah, that's one of the... That's one of the things you got coming, girl. When you get over 50, them hot flashes starting to hit you, sis. So, yeah, we're going to do this for 10 minutes, and then we'll be back in our next video, guys. We're going to be plucking what little bit I'm going to pluck. The wig is already came pre-plucked, and it looks, the hairline looks pretty good. So, I may do just a little plucking right around in this area, and we're going to get it cut and styled, and then... Our last video in the series is going to be the application. So guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, because you don't want to miss another episode in this series or on this channel. Hit the bell notification so that YouTube will notify you anytime that I post a video. So yeah, that's where we're at, and we'll be back. Okay guys, we are back. I went ahead and rinsed out the toner and condition, and went ahead and got my unit set back up on my dry. So the color came out really good. The toner did exactly what it was supposed to do, and that is tone out the brassiness in the color. That's what toner does. So I'm now going to spray a couple squirts of leave-in conditioner, and I like to use the Mazzani 25 Miracle Milk. I use this on my hair and my units, and the Chi bonding seal, and I'm gonna use a couple squirts of this. We won't really be able to see how great the color looks. I can already tell how great the color looks. We'll be able to see better. Dries. So guys, if you enjoyed the video and this gave you some information, then don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, so that you can keep up with what's going on in Carolyns Place, and that you can catch the next 2 videos in this series, because on the next video we are going to be plucking this unit and cutting and styling it, and then the last video we are going to... I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks for being a part of Carolyns Place. And guys, comment down below. What I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this baby. I've been, you know, normally guys, I like really long. So I've been trying to do with like 20-inch, 18-inch, because I kind of really like this length too. So that is what's 20-inch. And as I'm looking at it, yeah, we are going to do a little bit of plucking. So there you have it, guys. I'm going to set this unit up to dry, and I will see you guys in the next video where we get her plucked and cut and styled. Thanks for watching, guys.